Yo, dog, we put editing in your editing so you could edit.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fortnightly Frontier, the best damn Star Citizen podcast in the verse. I am your host, Darionator, and with me is, as always, my cool co-host, Loose Unit.
I don't think the people on the other end of the audio stream will understand why you're calling me the cool jazz hands co-host of Fortnightly Frontier, but it's because I'm wearing glasses. And actually, if you're interested, we're now going to be attempting to stream effectively ad hoc, because we don't always know when we're going to record, generally on Sunday evenings European time. We're going to be trying to stream the making of, in a way.
Yes, and then if you watch both the stream and the final product, you'll see just how much editing goes into making this.
Yes, because Darionator is a legendary editor, and he edits it editor.
I edited editing.
Yo, dog, we put editing in your editing so you could edit.
Yeah, and this is definitely not going into the final cut.
I'm sure it will.
Maybe.
In some way.
Maybe.
It'll just be a sound clip of me. Yo, dog! Yeah. No one will get it. Anyway, what are we...
This is the pre-Gamescom episode, and we're actually doing it this time. Remember what we did last year?
Yes, I was there.
Yeah. We just recorded some chairs. It was very meta.
Check it out if you can search it.
Yeah. Pause right now.
Thing.
Go search for that. Watch it. It's very short. Then come back. We'll wait.
Yeah. All right. So
basically, what we have planned for this episode is some predictions. We're good at those, aren't we?
Not really. Are we good at them, or
sarcasm and?
Okay. I was just wondering. I was like, are you being serious in this moment?
No.
Okay, so predictions. What are your predictions?
My predictions are that we'll see a close, near as makes no difference finished version of Star Marine.
Okay.
And there will be a lot of public computers where people will be able to play.
When you say finished, do you actually mean...
As in almost PTU ready.
Almost PTU ready, and then almost the other PTU, because it's not really a real thing, it's still a test. PTU is just the nightly builds type thing that you get with Linux distributions.
Yeah, well, the PTU is basically just for testing purposes, and I make the odd mistake of going to the PTO forums and reading all the people's comments about, complaining how this is broken, how that is broken, and, some people just have no idea about game development cycles. It's just mind-boggling. But anyway, yes, that is what I think we'll see. And hopefully, a commercial for a new ship that we don't know about yet.
But we do know about all the ships. Maybe it's a ship that we haven't seen yet.
Yes, okay, yeah. That we haven't seen any concept art or know that they're working on. But yes, a ship that... because all the ships have been basically penciled in right now.
Yeah, exactly. I find it unlikely that there'd be a surprise like that. But as far as your Star Marine prediction goes, I'm pretty sure this is exactly what we'll see. Basically, the release will be getting in a week, a day. They might even release it at Gamescom. Yeah, I remember actually the last Gamescom, they hit $50 million. That was one of the coolest moments of it. We hit 50 million, and within a few minutes, Chris Roberts came up on the stage, and we did $50 million.
That's amazing. We hit $50 million.
It was awesome.
And last year we also saw the very cool Constellation commercial.
Yes.
So that's
what
what I'm thinking, that we'll see something similar to that.
Well, that wasn't that interesting.
I actually love that commercial.
No,
it's my favorite.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I'd actually be happy if they just gave us what they showed at PAX Australia as the first PTU sort of built, and then they would iterate on that and fix bugs and add features. But, I think they're very wary of what they did with Arena Commander from the beginning when they gave us 0.9, was it, or even before, whatever it was, and it was very buggy, very broken, very feature lacking, no ships. And then they just made it progressively better. But now, if you read the weekly FPS reports and the monthly reports, you can see just how much more work is going on into making everything, all the features work. They will be adding content later on, of course, and building on the feature set that they want to complete now, but I think they're just taking it a bit too far with how completion as they're being.
No.
You don't agree?
I don't think that's it. I think actually the biggest issue there is that when Arena Commander came out, it was not trying to test core systems in the game. It was built on basically what was there, and it was for testing and tweaking the dog fighting, which is actually very important, but it's not a core system in the game. Like this whole new animation system where your head is actually where your eyes are and stuff is actually what you're going to see and how everything's going to work in the game. That's a very, very core piece of functionality for the game, as well as the multi-crew stuff. So all of this ties into the FPS thing, and this is why they're really trying to make it work and get everything in a really nicely working state before they release it to us. Because when we get it, we don't want to say they don't want us coming to them and saying, oh, there's a bug here, there's a bug here, there's a bug here, and end up with a bug list of 500 million pages long or whatever. They want us to say, I don't like this movement because, or I see that this hair is a problem, it doesn't feel right. They want us to come, so they're going to then tweak it from that point of view, as opposed to fixing bugs with it.
Yeah, because you would assume that they already know all the bugs, but what they want from us is balancing issues.
Balancing, tweaking, making it feel right for us as players is what they want to aim with us, and that's what they mostly did, in fact, with Arena Commander. They fixed some of the bigger bugs, but a lot of the little ones they never really got rid of.
No, there's still the way the helmet moves when you're at speed. I mean, who does this when you're just flying at a certain velocity? I mean, bobbing your head all the time. That's bothers me so much still. That's
also going to be probably part of what they look at now as well. So a lot of the stuff that we had, oh look, there's a problem with Arena Commander, and they're actually just pushing that back and saying, okay, we're going to redesign that later, so let's put it over there and leave it as it is and acknowledge that there's a problem there, but leave it as it is and then fix it later.
Okay. How soon do you think we could start berating them on the forums for a field of view slider?
Initial release.
Initial release day one?
Well, beta release. Persistent Universe, when it first becomes like because they've said that it's going to be, there'll be a release when they lock it together in a way, and it becomes what will become the Persistent Universe, and they won't reset it from that point. I think from there we can start really complaining about this type of playability problem.
Because I do remember him, Chris Roberts that is, saying that they will have a lot of accessibility options like color blindness settings, so HUD elements and all the colors in the game will be adjusted so colorblind people will be able to play more easily. And I think that the field of view setting, as much as people just keep making fun of Total Biscuit for going on and on about it, I think he does have a point. If games use a field of view that's too narrow, it's also a hindrance to certain players.
Yeah, and me as well at the moment. I do get some motion sickness depending on the field of view and how far away I'm sitting from the PC.
I actually don't have that problem, but recently I've been playing a lot of original Source games, Half-Life 2, Portal, and they have like really comparatively quite wide field of view. I know a lot of people play Minecraft and stuff like that, extremely wide fields of view, and that would just not go. I mean, there are certain limitations because, of course, you are wearing helmets, and the helmet is a natural sort of field of view limiter. But I think that still I would rather have more helmet at the side of the screen if it means that when I take it off, I see more in my periphery.
Yeah. I don't want it to be so extreme that it... I mean, you know the Quake players when you have like 180 degree field of view or whatever. It's so... You can see everything. It's really awesome when you're playing, but it's just so... I want to see it I want to see it to be tweakable enough to stop people from being sick from it.
Yeah.
As I'd never used to have a problem with that. I could play in any field of view. It was never an issue, but recently I've started having that problem. I'm getting old.
Are you older than me? No, you're not. You're actually a bit younger, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It must be all that rum you're drinking.
Yar.
Yar.
Yar, har, har, and a bottle of rum. Ho, 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 and a bottle of rum.
But back to Gamescom stuff. How long do you think it will last, and how long do you want to stay there? And this is to anybody who's listening that's also attending Gamescom. Do look us up. We'll be, really happy to chat with you, share some ideas, stuff like that. Maybe even put you on camera for a very special episode that's going to be next time.
Absolutely.
But because last year we were sort of on a tight schedule and we were out the door at 11:30, something like that. And I really kind of lament leaving so early because I wanted to, at least meet Chris Roberts, just exchange a few words, but we didn't get to do that. I want to do that this year. So what do you say?
Yeah, I'm pretty keen for that.
Cool.
We'll hopefully be there a bit longer this year. More alcohol. Yeah. No shirts? I don't think we have time for shirts this year. No.
Darn. Oh well. I think we're recognizable enough as it is. We've reached that level of fame. Yeah. Yeah, I barely made it through that sentence with a straight face.
Yes. So,
anything else do you think that we'll be seeing at Gamescom? Basically, they're just agreeing with me.
There's a lot of things I think we'll be seeing. I think we'll be seeing a very detailed glimpse of multi-crew stuff. And how it will actually work. It's so cool. No games have really done that before. I think that's going to be awesome.
It's going to be another 4-hour-long presentation. So if they're just showing us a video of a new commercial and FPS presentation, there's going to be... You could do that in half an hour. So there's 3.5 hours left. Of what exactly? Well, if you have any ideas... post it in the comments under the doobly-doo.
Or on Reddit.
In
the doobly-doo.
Does Reddit have a doobly-doo?
Reddit has Reddit.
Yes. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
We try we read the Reddit stuff because there's like 3 people who post this, so it's easy to follow.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are us. So.
Yeah, and the other's Montoya. Yay!
Yeah. I was gonna say that, you bastard. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. If you're listening to this again, do look us up at Gamescom. We will be there.
Oh, and by the way, Scott Manley.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. It's just, yeah. Again, yes, Scott Manley, thank you for mentioning us. I don't think we got any sort of boost in views or subscribers from that, but thank you still. And if you would like access to any other rare ships, don't hesitate to Send us a message or something like that.
Yeah, whatever you want. Oh, Idris. Yeah, we have an Idris.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
The Dibbly-Diddly, the Dridris.
The doobly didris.
And the Sith.
Right, if you're attending Gamescom, tickets are available for print as of right now, 1 week before the event. You don't need to print them, actually. All you need to do, basically, is save the JPEG to your mobile phone, for instance, and show it to them at the door. It is just as valid as a printout. And with that,
That's the end of the show.
I think it's time for end the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to like us on all of the places that you can like, and then subscribe to us on all the places that you can subscribe. We are now on Twitch. This is being streamed live, so if you want to see the making of the episode, subscribe on Twitch, twitch.tv/Fortnightly Frontier.
Exactly. And we will see you.
At Gamescom.
And at Gamescom, yeah.
At Gamescom. And then in the verse.